and eyes back out, just trying to shut that down. And then James ends up slipping off inside here, so just trying to keep him out of Carson's lap, and Carson does a good job of moving in the pocket and open up a throwing lane.
Yeah, I think the process leading up to taking on that penetrator is really good in terms of seeing the eyes snap over. You're all over it processing wise, and then he's super slippery rusher, but you're able to just get a piece of him, slow him down basically there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just on film, when I just like seeing how guys are at the point of attack, and there's a sturdiness to guys' games, and I feel like this is just one of those ones that just shows it. I know it's was that probably a defensive end there,
Yes, sir.
But nonetheless, he's trying to just run down the middle of you. Just your posture there, everything. You stop him in his tracks and then bend him back. So to me, again, it's just play strength.
Yes, sir. It's looks like one of our play actions. So we're selling run, and then hardest thing while selling the run is getting some guy slanting right to you, and like this way. So it's just noticing that, trying to notice that fast, and him trying to hit straight bull rush and bracing and trying to shut it down as soon as I can.
And it's really a pretty critical block here if you don't have that play strength, and you get compressed. I mean, the quarterback's not going to have much room right there, so you really got the key block on this one in a lot of ways. So that play strength.
I knew Carson wasn't taking much of a drop, if any, and so trying to keep that pocket as firm as possible is something we harped on all year on our play actions. Was especially the interior guys keeping that pocket as firm as possible.
And really, I think that's a huge thing in the NFL right now too, and it's really being emphasized with interior guys. You see the NFL valuing guards more and more, centers even, and I think a big part of that is because they want firm pockets for their quarterback, especially on some of these shorter drops. So this just kind of bleeds right into that. I feel like your timing's really good here getting into the league because the NFL's valuing this a lot. I think they always have, but it just feels like they're emphasizing it more, and it's just good to see. So yeah, this was a good tape to watch. Ole Miss, Nolan, is a
really good player. He's a really good player.
Good player.
As soon as on our zone plays, as soon as I feel like I can't cut him off and get him vertical, I'm trying to take him where he wants to go. So about that point, I realized that there's no chance of me getting him vertical. So I'm just letting him go where he wants to go and using his momentum against him and kind of washing him.
Yeah, you could definitely see that there. He's kind of turned across your body there sideways. So yeah, that is tough to get him vertical on that, and yeah, take him where he wants to go. So that's a B block there, backside of
Yes, sir.
Zone. It's another thing that you want to see guards be real firm on. There. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I feel like you do a good job here in terms of getting your hands reset real quick right there, creating some lift. And yeah, you are close to the quarterback, but I feel like you're in full control right there. And the quarterback, steps up. He's at about 8 yards there when he throws the ball, so he's not like super deep.
Yeah, bad hand. Like you said, missed my hands there at the beginning, and was able to hop and regain that leverage and try to fight back as fast as I could to keep him off of Carson. But I did feel like at the end of this block, I had full control of him, even though I was a little deep.
And do you think that's because this guy was just a little shifty and he just kind of gave you that stutter and like maybe threw your timing off there a little bit?
Yeah, I think that stutter definitely threw my timing off a little bit, and he ended up hitting me with a pretty good speed to power there, and threw me off guard, but was able to react to it and sit this down for the most part and keep Carson clean.
Yeah, when a guy's uncovered, you want to see him look for work, and then if somebody shows, being able to not only stop him but get him on the ground. So
Yeah, Notre
yeah,
Dame showed all year that I had the honor 24 right there. As soon as you took their eyes off them, I can't remember what game it was, but whoever they were playing gave up 3 sacks to their guard right here looking too soon and not honoring that linebacker, and he would add up. But as soon as I realized he was with the back, like you said, it's all about working for work, and then this is an opportunity for a kill shot with somebody wrapping looking at the quarterback.
yep. And I don't have it in here, but there's so I don't remember exactly the scenario, but last year you and Mims, that incredible one, was that like a punish jumpers one kind of thing that
Uh,
happened?
yeah, I remember it was against Tennessee, and
Yeah.
I think it was like second or third down of the game, and I realized I was getting high pads, looked to my left, and Mims had this kid in the air. And I looked left, and I'm looking at belly buttons, so it was my natural reaction to reach up and slam him. But yeah, that was pretty funny when it happened.
Yeah, that was one of the best blocks of the year. That was awesome. All right, so here you go. You guys are running like a split zone here,
Yes,
and
sir.
I
Looks
just
like a
feel like
zone, inside zone.
yeah, and again, you guys do a good job of covering that up, and then you getting off of that enough to kind of do a 2-for-1 there, I feel like is a really nice job.
Yeah, with our split zones, we always tried to be more vertical, knowing that split zone could make these linebackers bingo back, and linebacker ended up making a really good read on run and shooting it. I don't think it was a design blitz with how not slow he's hitting it, but a little delayed. And should probably try to keep my left hand less involved here so I can get off quicker, but was able to cover both of them up enough to get the job done on this one.
Yeah, absolutely. And you could see that push right there. It's kind of subtle, but right there getting vertical. So you're able to kind of step on his toes, play on the plus side of the line of scrimmage, get into the block, and then yeah, that allows you to pick up that backer. It's good stuff there. So I was curious on this one because it looks like there's some sort of communication there for you to the sideline there at all. Is like what was the thought here? Because I think
Yeah,
him going
so
inside
this
helps
is
you here, right?
this is a design draw.
Yeah, yeah.
And
That's
so the way we did it is we would be in a 3-man solid to this linebacker that's stacked right now.
uh-huh.
So um, right here, it was a little bit of a miscommunication between me and Jared. Our counts 1,001, 1,002 go. And Jared's right on that pretty much. And we're just on different levels. So Jared didn't feel it. But going inside
Gotcha.
right here opened up a huge lane for Gunner, even though my one job is supposed to be keep him outside on this.
Okay.
So
So it
it
worked out well.
definitely a minus on my part, according to how this play should go. But
Got you.
yeah, him going inside and the way their defense was structured, this play gave Gunner a huge running lane.
Okay. Yeah, no, I appreciate the background on that because I was curious.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
this
both
one
with
too,
bad
just
eyes. We're in a we gave a what we always give a call. It was a FIDO call, and that alerted front side pressure. And if I remember correctly, I was thinking we were about to get a ton stunt of some sort, and 18 ended up shooting this gap and hitting Trevor in the backfield. So this is just bad eyes on my part. Got to have my eyes out there, especially since that's who we declared.
got
But
you. Okay.
ended up fixing this, and I'm pretty sure later in the game we hit a big run off when they ran this same blitz at me. So kind of just in-game adjustments. But yeah, really bad play on my part. I think that was me telling Coach Searles I was thinking we signaled. They're thinking they were running a ton right there, but
Got you.
yeah,
And
this was really the same blitz they ran, but
yep.
he's just walked up, and same thing. I'm giving that call to the whole offensive line, getting all of them expecting movement their way with this front side pressure. So kind of expecting that. I know Jared's got my inside gap, so I don't really have to worry about 45 right there, and can just climb automatically and get number 18 out of there.
Yeah, it wasn't an accident syncing these up together because I did want to show, that you guys adjusted, and then there's the big run off of it. So
Yeah.
it's always cool to see in a game. Like early on, you might see a mistake, and then later on, the same look, you see it corrected. That's always a nice thing to see when you're
Yeah,
watching
I
offensive
remember
line.
I had a fun talk with Coach Searles after that play before that in the red zone.
Yeah,
Yeah, glad I
I
got
bet.
it fixed.
Yeah, I can imagine. This one's awesome, man. Just the sustain on this. This is obviously a tough block. It's essentially a base block right here. And this part right here, this push pull type of shed attempt, this gives guys a lot of problems. Guys get overextended, fall off this block, but the ability to close the space right there on that, and then drive them, man, that's a big time block right
That's
there.
something we worked a lot this week preparing for this game. I knew they gave us troubles the first game, though, especially Alfred. He's really good at getting off blocks. Probably one of the strongest points of his game, in my opinion, is the ability to shed offensive linemen. So it was a big emphasis for this week to be able to hold on to these blocks because right here, I know I'm man, and if I get beat right here or get thrown off right now, then this play's dead. Running back doesn't have anywhere to go. So being able to attach and then kind of clear him out of the way was a big emphasis, especially on our man blocks this week.
Yeah, that's a teach tape rep right there. Absolutely. So I had to get that one in there. So, yeah, I mean, another one where this guy's more of a two technique, and you have no help here, one on one, just being real firm and not letting him get off clean there late either. That's another thing I see. Maybe some guys can maybe get to this point here, but this guy's getting his hand on the back. But
I
yeah,
think a lot of this is just the understanding of our offense and knowing where that back's aiming point is right here. So I feel like I know Nate's looking at my right hip on this. So
okay,
if I know he's hitting there, then I know where I can't let that defense lineman get. So it's an emphasis on me to kind of clamp his outside shoulder pad and kind of not let him get that arm out. And then if he does get that arm out, finish him when he reaches.
yeah, absolutely. And then having, of course, the size and the play strength to execute it. But yeah, man, knowing the play's intent, that's something that is just such a critical tool for offensive line. Absolutely. That's again just these man blocks, man, that here on the back side. But
Yeah,
just
I remember this one. This was a third down, and I remember telling I think our offensive line went over there, and we were like, on these third downs, they aren't expecting anything but pass. And this was pretty sure this was the third and short, and we were like, run the ball on these, we'll get them. And right here, we were in third down. That's why all of us are up. So try not to give it away as much as possible, but knowing that we were going to get some kind of stun or something on their third down because that's what they've been doing all game. And then able to get him going vertical like this. This one I was able to get him going vertical instead of taking him where he wants to go.